A long way to go still.
Get your arm here! Fresh off the easel!
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights. Which means we're getting a real.
I must keep going.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad, but be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Doesn't make any sense.
You will when you bet the drought. Get your seafood here!
Let's see. No time to dally.
Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Be careful.
I put it on especially for you.
Hey!
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 Fingers.
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 Fingers met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
I vow to keep one another safe. Game when the music stops. Play.
You have the key to my heart.
One she can win.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Hells, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots! Order up! Another tankard for the fist!
You keep scaring your regulars off, Swan.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. He's gutted, you know. Had such high hopes for you. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. You got it. But the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mamsel leaping down my throat if I go burning yours. Pleasure to serve. Sharess Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't.
To use the clamping device.
My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks about ready to burst.
Game.
Have a look. All set, are you?
Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and I will continue life.
to my heart.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing, and my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Elminster's library? People will get their thrills in the strangest of places.
I'm listening. Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
You and I.
Nim.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. They'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Indeed he did. Raphael. exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Safe. When the music stops.
9 hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
I don't understand.
You can stare as much as you like.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
It was not my work itself that has ever been a challenge to me. Merely the circumstances.
I worked in this business in the Underdark, but it grew to festering monotony. The entirety of drow culture is obsessed with bondage beyond reason. While such activities have their charms, I yearned to reach greater depths. And there is no society on this planet more laterally, imaginatively, and confusingly depraved as that of Baldur's Gate. Although of late, I do feel like I've seen everything. Perhaps you'll show me something new.
Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
This is all a bit much for me. Back home in Waterdeep, I prefer to have Tara leave the room before I undress. I appreciate that, but I can't help how I feel. I'd rather tangle with a dragon than get tangled in all those limbs.
A shame. But either one of us will be ready for you, if you wish to have us.
There are scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
Ah, you're lucky, sister.
I'd prefer you didn't do this. If I'm not enough for you, I could always conjure us up some kind of non-sentient companion.
If your beloved one wants to join, we could Work out something to our mutual satisfaction?
2 of us, 2 of you, 4 gorgeous people.
This is all a bit much for me. Back home in Waterdeep, I prefer to have Tara leave the room before I undress. You're adorable, even when you're teasing me. But I must decline. I'd rather tangle with a dragon than get tangled in all those limbs.
A shame. But either one of us will be ready for you, if you wish to have us. Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
This is all a bit much for me. Back home in Waterdeep, I prefer to have Tara leave the room before I undress. You're adorable. I'd rather
A shame. Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
Ah.
I'd prefer you didn't do this.
If you're...
2 of us, 2 of you.
Whatever you wish. But with another pair is the pangs of warrior cast often over Madame Amira nowadays. Do you think we've done something wrong?
We are not in trouble, sister. Remember our vow to keep one another secret.
Oh, Father, give me strength. Fine fruits for refined taste buds.
If you're here to shop, just buy what's needed, all right? Some people are panic buying. Let's not add to the problem.
Lady.
10 loaves of bread. Good. Let them see you taking charge of your...
I'm not doing anything. I mean, good day to you. Flavor guaranteed. I got it. I got it. Oh, thanks.
Set your
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return that.
Wherever we live, we can get in Worm's Crossing.
The ground's trembling again. Feels stronger.
The brain is breaking free.
To meet my mother and father.
You have got to check out Dan Thalon's dancing acts. Their leatherwork is amazing. That seems like a lot.
Excuse me, we're discussing steel watcher gyrometics. A topic beyond your understanding, I imagine. Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or their target?
Let the man breathe. That this armor is such a bargain. Over here!
Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
Believe you tried to climb up one.
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gums. I'm Calm.
Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember, Calms Garms, here for all your fashion needs. No.
Put him up! Put him up! Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! Your fist, silly. I'm trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess.
There are scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
What do we have here? This way.
You keep scaring your regulars off, Swan.
That blacksmith was paying you to use the clamping device.
Just nervous, but don't worry.
We can get
Everyone
you.
is correct.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Two?
Slow down.
That seems like a lot.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine lady? To feel her fingers?
Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
Did you see how far that watcher threw me? How else was I supposed to feed him up?
Shapes, all sizes. Ground's trembling again. Feels stronger.
The brain is breaking free.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you. If it ain't broke, it's because we already helped you fix it.
I'm the dancing acts of my own.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing
wouldn't be too hard to apply to
Our
such
stock
objects.
isn't used.
I could conjure one
It's
up
tried
if
and
you like.
tested by the finest adventurers. Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
No harm in a little conversation.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Your father bless you.
What a charmer.
action, not reaction. Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Da, da, da.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Blackett's will be done. What am I to do?
Well, well, well.
There's no time to waste. I'll see what I can learn.
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken.
I'll give it a try. This way.
Now here's some... Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each purchase.
It was! But good armor is hard to find. Maybe I could win.
Wearing. Oh my. ready. Whatever it takes.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized iced valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling. The Steelwatch Foundry is off-limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Won't be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Go on. Make merry. Lower the gates! Special permission!
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
I've always kind of hated his guards to stand down.
Such ado about a damned bridge.
It's just a bridge. Is it really worth all that ire?
Come on. Isn't there something you hate for no good reason?
I dislike...
Let me work my magic.
On I go.
Lord Portash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Are they going to arrest us? What if they throw us in jail?
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
We were rescuing
I spoke to
I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened.
My friend means to say. I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
Still here. What are they waiting for?
No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons.
I'd better do the talking.
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberize my lines.
Could have hired 24 more fists for the cost of that thing.
Well,
The flaming fists don't stand for trouble, so stay out of it, yeah?
Can't really glaze that pizza.
We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
What's next, I wonder?
Lord Portash is expecting you.
See what they had here.
Please make...
What are you hiding?
man Otto's been muttering in his sleep. Something about a dragon.
He's too far gone.
Guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell.
Moving.
I will ascend. No time to waste.
I don't fancy their chances. Rook to Queen 6.
Let's end this. Victory awaits. On the move.
I speak, they burn.
Not more fear.
Need to act fast. Time to strike. Taste my fury. Concentrate.
Let me recite their demise.
Rested enough. Now, forward.
Better take a peek. Better get to it.
You might as well lock the cell. You're too late.
It's over. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Older Ravenguard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more.
He's spoken accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. You might have unlocked my cell, but there's no escape from this place. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten.
No more sulking. I know what to do.
Lead me from my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock.
I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades.
Well done. Lead the way.
There's work to do. Let's see what I can glean.
What do you want? I don't need to escape. I've got food, water, privacy, and I mean to keep it that way.
Worth a rummage? ready. Can't afford to stay idle.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't let it glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. I will travel to the upper city, find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience. Lord Gortash is
truly this
expecting
petty.
you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Are they going to arrest us? What if they throw us in jail?
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Reason when you got
down the door. Oh, I can't let it glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting. Chamber.
Don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
Best behaviour around here. Understood?
Keep those feet moving.
Another quake. Feels...
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Gortash is expecting you.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
You hear? Milady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants, as long as Lord Chatshield pays me for all this waiting around.
Your precious hero liberated them from one hell only to trap them in another.
Shut your mouth. Ravengard is a legend.
Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last PTR of this wretched city.
Lord Gortash.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Audience chamber.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Gortash has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something.
What? Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other.
It must be exhausting to be
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you are not the master. Just as well.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way.
An Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
No distractions, please.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch. Aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. Ah, and my old friend, Karlach. It's no wonder your victory was so decisive. It's lovely to see you again, darling.
I'm sure it is.
We'll catch up once we've covered more pressing matters. Thorm's Netherstone, more to the point. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun.
This isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
I understand your concerns, my old friend. But allow me to demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
First act is up.
Pardon me for saying, Archduke, but do the people require such a heavy hand?
He looks the exact same as he did 10 years ago. Fancy a coat, I suppose. The Archduke of Baldur's Gate. What a sham. You don't really intend to be his ally, do you? Fair enough. Now that he's within reach, I don't intend to let him slip away.
Under Gortash, the two will conquer the cult, truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn? Not just glory, paradise. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark. Let the people rejoice. In Archduke Gortash's hands, they are safe.
A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our way.
Nice cake. Bring me a plate of the cold water pike. The cook has prepared no pike today, my lady.
My faith will guide me.
No, dear.
Enemies within? What do you mean?
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. To his death, the way I hear it. Such a shame. And to think there's no way to save him. Or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Mazora to Will.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mazora started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
couldn't even fathom a guess. Though, I doubt we'll need to wait long for answers. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Mazora. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now, not ever. Thank you. Make some room, and I'm all yours.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora! You asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazura's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. It's a tantalizing prospect. How better to protect the frontiers than as a Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate? What evils could I vanquish with the flaming fist at my command? Presuming, of course, the people can stomach the sight of these gods' damned horns. The leash has been broken and my father left for dead. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. But today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 Netherstones and take back our minds, and the city, from the brain. Go on then.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes? Just because he's not my pet doesn't mean he's not useful. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Wits and blades, always sharp. My faith protects me.
I'd love to, thanks.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
I wonder what the next move is.
I applaud your taste.
There is work to do. I'll take this way. Better take a look.
Which way to the nearest library?
Can't afford to stay idle. Might find something useful. Onward, ever onward. Worth a try.
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency.
Horrible, those girls.
Failure to comply will
Shame no one
result in
cares.
imprisonment and,
Folk
if
don't even think
necessary,
about it much.
more... problem, citizen?
On I go.
Forget I said anything. All right.
No harm in a little conversation.
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
I've enough trespassers.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers. Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animals over to the care of the Ducal Council.
What good is that gonna do us?
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Boulder's Mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
But it won't bring her back, will it?
Oh-ho! You? I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected. How is such an overrated question. It's the who and the why that matter, darling. My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. I work for the greatest broadsheet in this storied city. It's my job to know who is who. I imagine you'll be becoming quite familiar with it soon. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. If I told you, you'd lose the fun of reading it yourself. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. I bet you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
I can eat in bed.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? Thank you.
Sorry about the pong. We've been on the road for more than a 10-day.
Damn near busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble.
I know her. That's Gulster. She's no thief.
Well, for sure.
Stay calm.
Mistress Light. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame. It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your God's name. Blessings may follow." The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required. The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion.
You were bathed in the cool gleam of moonlight. You must be a follower of Selûne. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? My purpose is to connect every soul with their divine patron. How could I do that if I couldn't distinguish what deities they serve? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares. Welcome back, child of faith. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve? Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Eager for battle. What's next?
Making me sweat.
Quite ready for you.
Assume nothing. There's no time to waste. Action, not reaction.
Greetings, child. You have come far, I perceive. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
No time to dally.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
I'm ready.
What's cooking?
I wonder what the next move is.
What's the story?
Action, not reaction. Indolence breeds madness.
A long way to go still. Worth a try. Onward.
You see an altar dedicated to Mistra.
Whatever you want with this idol, I prefer we make it quick. Not sure I'm comfortable catching Mistra's eye, even if it is made of stone. Trust me, it'll take a lot more than a few gold pieces and some fervent thoughts to convince Mistra to break her silence. On my account, at least. Commune with her as you see fit. I've no wish to stand between you and any inspiration she might deign to offer.
Mistra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess. Even though you do not follow her, you feel her power resonating from the statue. She is the one true spell at the heart of all spells. The weave could not be in better hands.
Seluna.
You feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Seluna welcomes you. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Seluna. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace.
Heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure and the courage to resist. so may it be.
You see an altar dedicated to Helm the Vigilant. Helm the Watcher is a guardian god, dedicated to the preservation of order. Many turn to him in troubled times. Make your donation to him and you'll likely feel more vigilant, more resilient to the unexpected. You see an altar dedicated to Tyr. Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefactor alike. The law dictates what is right, be that reward or retribution. Your knowledge of religion isn't extensive enough to tell you more.
Who are its people? We must cleanse these. They ruin impotent godling.
Living up the absolute and raise our city to its pinnacle. We stand.
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure that there's no mistake.
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Never heard of that. Welcome. If you've need of a bunk or a bath, you'll find them upstairs.
I can eat in bed. Better start a conversation.
Good luck getting some kip up here. I'd stuff your ears if I were you.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No, a bit cheeky. Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer-types.
You'll not find any fear-mongering here.
156, 157, 15... Oh, I'm sorry, can't chat. 15... Shit! Where was I up to? Oh, thank Corellin. You're a lifesaver. 158, 159... Standard procedure. Just wants to make sure that there's no mistake.
The truth is the truth. Hey, cut it out, will you? I've got deliveries to manage.
Afraid I'll have to ask you to stop there. Only Edvard's allowed to use the basement elevator.
You ever heard of this many guards for a bloody broadsheet? It's ridiculous.
Don't know about you, but them big metal bastards really put me off my flow.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Still missing one link. Oi, shove off. Don't be peeking at my scoop.
Hang on. Wait. Stay there. You reminded me of that word I was looking for. Corpusculent. That's it. As you were.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story. Well, you should have considered that before disgracing yourself in public. Not many enter our fine city and immediately start meddling in murder investigations. Curious, don't you think? The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. I would never reveal my sources, and certainly not to the likes of you. Besides, you're too late. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
You'll not find any fear-mongering.
Sheet isn't that bad. I don't know, Caitlin. I've read them out for years. This is the closest to a rag it's ever been.
You want the who's who and the what's what? Speak to Karis. She's always got the best goss. None of it's been wrong yet.
Now don't believe anything Kate over there tells you. She's an awful liar.
Every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'll certainly help with additions.
Some tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to you.
Try get fresh tomatoes in the city under a siege.
Another? Should I have another? Oh, he'll need to preserve me. I need the courage. No, I guess I've had enough. The brewer who made this beer used to buy all of our barley. But that's over now. Left the crops standing in the fields when we ran from the Absolute Army. Gone. All gone. Family's upstairs, exhausted. I'm Des Canshaw, with a wife, 2 kids, and another on the way. Oldest boy, Corson. He means well, but he eats as much as the rest of us put together. I have to find him a place here. A fancy feller called Three-Piece wants to place Corson as a cleaner in the counting house. But I don't trust him. Maybe I should just join the Flaming Fist and take the signing bonus. What else can I do? Ah, that's a solid tip. Could work out for a gentle kid like Corson. Thanks, stranger. You helped settle my mind. Thanks are all I have to offer, though. May Almater bleed for you.
Well, I like the tips.
Drink, dance, and song. Tunerath's residents are known to partake in all three.
This is a crime scene.
Is that so?
No, admit it.
I assume
Stone
finished
A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
We should speak to the innkeeper. Sleep indoors for a change. Really live it up.
Can't grasp it. Shite.
Flaming Fist investigation underway. Stay back. Flaming Fist investigation underway. Stay back.
Reach its zenith.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Good. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound, but this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man, Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. Good. Then your eyes are open to the truth. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here.
Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
My faith will guide me.
What's that? Keep it up. That's what she said.
A bloodied ring left behind. Either the killer has fat fingers or doesn't want riches.
Have you any idea how
We are all going to die.
No time for dallying.
Some of us merely intend to do so in the service of something greater. And to thank Blessed Salona for the honor. You know why they're called Steel Watchers, right? They're watching to see if you're stealing.
We will be protected. I know the door.
Cleanse the hills. Faerun's impotent godlings have failed to stop.
Give it a try. We should speak to the innkeeper. Sleep indoors for a change. Really live it up. Just check for anything useful. That might be worth it. Right, better do the talking.
It's you! Look at us! We made it to the city! We made it to the Elf Song Tavern! And you? Never thought I'd live to perform for the greatest audience in the realms. The entirety of Baldur's Gate. Larissa lets me practice up here when she's on shift downstairs. She's too good to me. But you... I have a bone to pick with you, oh brave adventurer. Big trouble. The most trouble you've ever been in. I've decided I'm not going to perform in the Elf Song. Mainly because only the Elf Song itself is allowed to perform. I'm going to open up a school of bards. The best in the realms. To usher in a new age of magic and musicianship. And it's because of you that I dared to dream big enough. Thank you. That means a lot. I wanted to tell you first because, well, you inspired me to do it. Here. My very first lute, tuned to perfection. Thought you'd appreciate it when I'm rich and famous. Take care, my friend. Thank you for helping a bunch of ragtag tieflings in a druid's grove find their way home.